There's nothing great about taking punishment, being able to talk, voicing your opinion, and then when you're in a position where you can't talk and you can barely walk, the world want to say that, oh.
See, he don't see this fight going a distance. Neither does I.
Floyd Mayweather, who went 12 grueling rounds with Manny Pacquiao, knows firsthand how formidable the boxing legend is. Recently, Floyd issued a stern warning to Mario Barrios, advising the young contender against underestimating Pacquiao. Their upcoming bout, Mayweather believes Barrios might be making a significant mistake by stepping into the ring with the seasoned, battle-tested veteran. While many favor Barrios due to his youth and hunger, Floyd holds a different, less popular opinion. He's confident Pacquiao still has what it takes to overcome the WBC welterweight champion. Let's delve into what Floyd had to say as he cautioned Barrios to approach this fight with great care. Boxing is often considered a young man's game. Reflexes slow, legs tire, and punches lose their sting over time. But what if an aging fighter defies all odds? What if he can still move with the same agility and precision he had 15 years ago? What if he can still outclass the rising stars of the sport? That's exactly where Manny Pacquiao stands today, living testament to the idea that age is just an... At 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao has long surpassed the typical retirement age for most fighters. Yet, here's the twist, he doesn't show it. He's still incredibly quick, his footwork remains razor-sharp, and that trademark explosiveness is as present as ever.
Very strong, he's very, very fast. And still Manny Pacquiao looks like 10 years ago.
Many analysts are quick to highlight Mario Barrios' advantages in youth and momentum, but not everyone is ready to count Manny Pacquiao out. In fact, a few boxing legends are rallying behind Pac-Man. One such legend is Vasily Lomachenko, who recently stated that age won't be a factor for Manny in this fight. According to Lomachenko, Pacquiao still moves as well as he did a decade ago, a remarkable endorsement from someone widely regarded as one of the most technically gifted fighters of this generation.
One of the most important things about my career was my defense.
Perhaps the most surprising supporter of Manny Pacquiao is none other than Floyd Money Mayweather. Yes, that Floyd Mayweather, the man who faced Pacquiao in 2015 in what was hailed as the fight of the century. The same Mayweather who, by most accounts, outboxed and outpointed Manny over 12 rounds to claim a unanimous decision victory. Yet despite that triumph, Floyd isn't underestimating Pacquiao's chances in this upcoming clash with Mario Barrios. In fact, he's warning, the
Day in and day out, you go out there and he produce. And that's what it's really about. It's about producing. A hell of a training team, my king.
Some people downplay Manny Pacquiao's legacy simply because he lost to Floyd Mayweather. But let's be honest, losing to Mayweather is far from a blemish. Floyd dominated an entire generation of fighters and remains one of the smartest, most elusive boxers the sport has ever seen. If anyone truly knows how skilled Manny Pacquiao is, it's the man who shared the ring with him for 36 intense minutes. And what's Floyd saying now? He believes Mario Barrios is making a significant mistake. Floyd's perspective is that Barrios might be underestimating the challenge of stepping into the ring with someone like Pacquiao. It's not just about age or speed, it's about experience, ring intelligence, and the unyielding fighting spirit that Manny brings every time he steps through the ropes. According to Floyd, Pacquiao still has what it takes, and he's urging Barrios not to take this fight lightly.
Manny has so much experience, that man, he could get through anything. As long as they have the right plan, whatever they do, man, they have that, they'll be able to do it.
Think about it, Manny Pacquiao isn't just some retired legend returning to the ring for a paycheck. This isn't an exhibition or a novelty act. He's stepping back into the ring to win. If you've followed his career, you know Pac doesn't do things halfway. His discipline, training, and preparation are second to none. The man is a machine when it comes to getting ready for battle. That said, Mario Barrios isn't a pushover. He brings youth, reach, and a hunger to prove himself. He's been impressive in his recent performances and sees this fight as his big momenta chance to cement his legacy by defeating a legend. But that's exactly where the danger lies. Overconfidence against someone like Pacquiao can cost you everything.
Leonard said when I was in the back, Leonard said he don't see this fight going a distance. Neither does I.
Floyd Mayweather's concern comes from a place of respect. He knows firsthand just how challenging Manny Pacquiao can be. Despite winning their fight, Mayweather had to be at his absolute best to outpoint Pacquiao. It wasn't an easy night, and he understands that Barrios might be stepping into a far tougher challenge than he anticipates. When you're Floyd Mayweather, one of the most dominant, undefeated fighters in boxing history, people are naturally curious about who gave you the toughest fight. Floyd has faced a roster of boxing greats, including De La Hoya, Canelo, Mosley, and Hatton. But when asked which opponent truly pushed him to the limit, Floyd's answer wasn't just surprise, was a significant compliment.
At any point, did a fighter ever make you feel like, oh,
When reflecting on the toughest fights of his career, Floyd Mayweather says one stands out. He recalls being in the third or fourth round, realizing that the battle ahead would be long, grueling, and unlike anything he had faced before. That fight was
No, but I've been in a fight. I get like in the third or fourth round, like, tonight gonna be a rough night.
Yes, the Filipino boxing icon who etched his name into history by winning titles in an incredible 8 weight divisions, from 108 pounds all the way to 154. Think about that, from flyweight to light middleweight, defeating top-tier opponents and knocking many out along the way. Floyd Mayweather himself admitted just how relentless Pacquiao was. I had to keep my distance, Floyd said, reflecting on their fight. Manny just wouldn't stop coming forward. Every second, every round, Pacquiao pressed the attack, throwing punches from unpredictable angles. Even with all of Mayweather's defensive brilliance, he knew this wasn't a fighter he could afford to get careless against.
Okay. One of the best fighters I faced was Manny Pacquiao. He's one. I mean, he's a future Hall of Famer.
what the is it about Manny, man? He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance because he's real short. I keep turning.
In another interview, Floyd Mayweather shared his amazement at Manny Pacquiao's extraordinary career. He marveled at how someone could climb through so many weight divisions and remain a threat in every single one. It wasn't just that Pacquiao moved up in weight, it was how he dominated opponents along the way, often delivering spectacular knockouts. That rare combination of power, speed, and durability across multiple divisions is something we may never witness again.
I just want to say this to the world. It's amazing how a fighter can come from, I think, 108 all the way to 154 and knock out all these guys. To me, it's amazing. I guess he's just blessed.
It wasn't just Manny Pacquiao's impressive resume that caught Floyd Mayweather's attention, it was the experience of actually facing him in the ring. Floyd has openly stated that Pacquiao was the best fighter he ever faced. Let that sink in. Coming from an undefeated fighter who shared the ring with countless elite opponents, that's one of the highest compliments imaginable. According to Floyd, what made Pacquiao so challenging was his flashy movement, unpredictable footwork, and the unique angles of his punches, shots that came from directions no one else could replicate. It was this combination of skill, creativity, and relentlessness that made Pacquiao truly special.
The best fighter of our party was Manny Pacquiao because of his movement.
While facing Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather came to a realization. This is why Pacquiao had defeated so many top fighters. It wasn't just his speed or aggression, it was the subtle, unique things Manny did in the ring that set him apart. His movements were impossible to mimic, let alone defend against, making him a one-of-a-kind challenge for anyone who stepped into the ring with him.
But he's a hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. It's just certain moves that he made.
When Manny Pacquiao eventually retired, Floyd Mayweather didn't hesitate to praise him. He called Pacquiao one of the greatest fighters of all time, showing him the utmost respect. Despite all the pre-fight trash talk and their storied rivalry, when it was all said and done, Floyd had nothing but admiration for the legendary Filipino boxer.
Manny Pacquiao, I think that he's one of the best. He's one of the best. We was able to come together and not, we didn't come together when we wanted to, but we was able to come together and get the fans a hell of.
When Manny Pacquiao eventually retired, Floyd Mayweather didn't hesitate to praise him. He called Pacquiao one of the greatest fighters of all time, showing him the utmost respect. Despite all the pre-fight trash talk and their storied rivalry, when it was all said and done, Floyd had nothing but admiration for the legendary Filipino boxer.
Look at guys like Sugar Ray Robinson. You guys look at certain fighters like Muhammad Ali. There's nothing great about taking punishment, being able to talk, voicing your opinion, and then when you're in a position where you can't talk and you can barely walk, the world want to say that, oh.
Here's where things get really interesting. Having shared the ring with Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather recently issued a stern warning to Mario Barrios, the young fighter preparing to face the legendary Pac-Man. This wasn't just a casual remark. Floyd sounded genuinely concerned. He said bluntly, "It's not worth it. Taking that level of punishment from someone like Pacquiao in pursuit of greatness is a dangerous gamble." Manny throws an incredible volume of punches, and even if you block some of them, the damage still adds up. According to Floyd, the sustained punishment Pacquiao delivers can have serious long-term consequences affecting not just a fighter's career but their overall health, including the brain, the body, and even basic abilities like walking and talking later in life.
If I gotta be put in that position to be great, then that's not for me.
Mayweather has been in the sport long enough to understand both what it takes and what it costs. As a former champion with decades of experience, his advice to Mario Barrios was clear: proceed with caution. In fact, Floyd didn't mince words. He admitted that if he were in Barrios' position, he wouldn't take the fight, not against Pacquiao, not at this stage in Manny's career, where he's still dangerous and eager to prove he has plenty left in the tank.